Lego Lords, hear my tone. I need ideas for my intro. Lego Lords, hear my moan. I need ideas for my intro. Holy cow! That's not the Lego Lords. That's Lego Thor. I summoned a real life god. What's up, peeps? It's me, your boy MC. Lego Light is on. We are live-ish in the Lego Lounge. Peeps, I don't know what's wrong with me. I told you guys many times I'm crazy. This is what I do sometimes when I'm trying. Sometimes my intro ideas, they just come like that. And other times I walk around the house, I sit here and I just ask the universe for ideas. I usually try to relate them somehow to the day's build, but then sometimes that doesn't come. I just got nothing. And today's build, I had nothing. So I sat here and I kept bugging the Lego Lords for an idea, and this is what came to me. So here we are. Let's bring this chair back up to normal height. Uh-oh. What did I knock over? I knocked over something. Let's get my cushion back so that I'm not sitting on a rock hard chair. Oh, peeps, what are we doing today? Peeps, if you guys caught my live, I got this beautiful set from my good friend JDP Builds. He sent this, total surprise, had no idea he was sending me anything. Showed up in the mail, and so we did a quick unboxing video, if you will. And I love it. I'm excited. I swear originally this set was called Japanese, or maybe it was called Maple Bonsai or something different, but now it says Japanese Maple Tree. So I don't know if there's different names for this set out there, but anyways, Japanese Maple Tree, set number 10348, 474 beautiful pieces. I am excited. I'm very thankful to my good friend JDP Builds for sponsoring this. If you have not seen his channel, highly recommend you go check him out. He's nothing like me. He's way cooler. He does mock buildings. He does sets too. But then, like recently he did a Speed Champions that he really liked, but he didn't like the color. And so his ambitious self went out and he bought all the pieces to make 4 alternate versions of the same car in 4 different colors. So he had 5 in total in the end, and they all looked phenomenal. But here we go, peeps. Here's our box, our beautiful manual. This box doesn't want to stand up now. Got our manual here, small manual, but only 474 pieces. There is a nice little thing at the beginning that talks about the background of Japanese maple trees. They're native to Japan, China, and Korea. Highly cherished for its radiant hand-shaped leaves. I just think it looks awesome. It's got a nice photograph of an actual Japanese maple tree. And that's about all they had as far as like special little extras within the instruction booklet, but we'll put that off to the side. Looks like we got about 6 bags here, so yay on that. Nothing too massive, but I just really love the Lego Botanical line. I think they do such a cool job with these. And bag drop, one of the things that I appreciate about them is I'm terrible with plants. I don't know about anybody else. MC and plants don't get along. I just killed them all. I'm just terrible with plants. But botanicals, Lego botanicals, I don't have to be good at them. I just have to build them and then display them in my home. And sets like this are even great because it comes with its own pot, its own little stand, so that I don't even have to go out and find a vase, which is not a problem, by the way. I'm not complaining about the sets like that, but that's an extra added bonus in my mind when you get the boy, English is hard. When you get the planter or some sort of built-in vase already. I think that's super awesome. Oh, peeps. What is the dad joke of the day? You guys ever notice that you never see whales living anywhere but saltwater? There's a scientific reason for that. It's because pepper makes them sneeze. I read it ahead of time. It still made me laugh out loud. That's funny. Brick separator. Boy. I don't even know how many sidetracks I've done already, but I feel like it's probably a couple. We'll just go ahead and put the crown on to be sure. Oh, look at these heart-shaped pieces. I like that. That's another sidetrack. They're just coming. They're just, it's been a few weeks since I've built anything. Just life, and I put the post up not too long ago talking about how I've been dealing with some mental struggles and stuff, and I'm doing all right, but it did set me back a little bit, so trying to get myself back on track. At one point I was like a month ahead on videos. Like all my videos were a month out. Now I've run out of content completely. I do have a few shorts that I recorded months ago that I'm still releasing, but they're totally out of season. So, but it's all I have right now, so I'm dropping them. I've still got some Scare Bear videos, and then I've got some other shorts that are going to come out soon, but that's legitimately all I have currently ready to be released to you guys. So I'm going to do my best to get caught up, but it is what it is. It's 2026 though. Happy New Year to anybody I haven't said it to already. But yeah, I was talking with somebody yesterday, I think it was. See, me and time, we don't do too well. But I was talking to somebody, I think it was yesterday, and we were just discussing content creation and such, and how YouTube can be so strange because you'll put a bunch of work into a video, and you'll get 5 views, two comments, and a thumbs down, and then you'll go do another video where you put next to no effort into it, and it gets 100 views. Or in this person's case, the person that I was talking to, they got over 2,000 views on a video that was kind of a throwaway video. They just did it, to put something out, but it wasn't really something they put a lot of time or effort into. I don't even believe they did any real editing. They just kind of recorded it, threw it up there, and said, boom, here you go. And then they got 2,000 views, and it's like, holy cow. So, all that to be said, we kind of agreed, like we're both in the same headspace right now where we want to keep making fun content, but not really focus on any of the other stuff, not think so much about the numbers, not think so much about, is it going to take us anywhere long term or whatever. We just want to have fun making our videos and interacting with all of the peeps out there. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. Again, I hope I can get myself back to a point where I'm a little bit ahead. I don't ever like being, and this is just kind of how I was programmed by the military. You know, if you're on time, if you're on time, you're late. You're on time if you're 15 minutes early. You're late if you're on time. Same kind of concept. So, you know, I don't like being right on time with things because then I feel rushed and pressured. And even though it's all my own doing, it's just kind of the way I end up feeling about things. So I'm going to try to get myself back ahead, but not at the cost of fun or just, you know, enjoying the process. You know, somebody brought it up, the fact that I shared that, you know, post with folks and how they like that I'm open and real about things. And I said, you know, that's kind of my point. I don't want to be a person who goes around and acts like everything is 100% all the time, because that's very easy to do. It's very easy to do online, especially is to hide your shortcomings, to hide your negative aspects of your life, and just only show the good stuff. And that's just not real. That's just not real. Everybody has things that happen in their life, some more than others. But everybody has shortcomings. Everybody has struggles and troubles. And I think it's important to share that aspect and remind other folks that, hey, even if you are having a hard time, even if you are down on your luck, even if you're just having a bad day, you can overcome and keep being successful. You can find ways to your happiness. Sometimes you just got to look a little bit. You know, before I got into Lego, I was in a really bad place, like a really bad place, and that's where the name Lego Therapy came from for this channel. I started building the Lego, and I started noticing how it gave me a peace. It gave me a calm in my life that I wasn't experiencing at the time. And that's not to say that building Lego made all my troubles go away, because that's definitely not true. But it has definitely given me a purpose. It has given me an outlet. Yeah. Anyways, this has not gone at all how I planned. Well, I guess I didn't really plan that much. I sat on the floor and prayed to the Lego Thor. Peeps, let's just build. All right, peeps, here we are. Here is our completed Japanese maple tree. It looks fantastic. Go ahead and boom, there we are. I gotta say, it's a bit taller than I expected. I don't know why, but in my brain, this is really funny because typically speaking, I picture things being larger. Like for example, when I did the typewriter, and the Polaroid camera, by the way, they're probably about, I'm just guesstimating. I don't have exact numbers in front of me, but based on my memory of things, I'd say they're probably about 10 to 20% smaller than what the real things were when these things came out, right? Typewriter, the Polaroid. Polaroid for sure is somewhat smaller than what an original Polaroid would have been. Typewriter, I guess that could vary depending on which brand of typewriter you got, but most of them back in the day were gigantic. So, those were things that I, in my head, thought they were going to be the full scale of what I remember as a kid and young adult, but then they scaled them down a little bit. Whereas this, in my head, was going to be slightly smaller, maybe about 10% smaller, and ended up being a little bit bigger, which was a nice surprise. I'll say some other things that I really enjoyed. I like the fact that they did a really good job of, so one of the things about botanicals, as much as I love them, and I really do, and I'll say not just botanicals, but like plants in general, when you build plants in Lego, trees and such in your sets, you can often tell that they're Lego, meaning obviously they're Lego, but meaning you will see, let's see if I can point out what I mean here. You will see little gaps between these pieces, right? They don't always connect up like flush. And so it makes it just a little bit more obvious that it is not a real plant at first glance. Now, obviously, once you figure it out, you figured it out. But I like how I don't know if the part sizes are slightly different or what, but it felt like everything joined up really, really tight. And there was no like little hidden obvious connectors sticking out. Now, the one thing I will say about that is things like these little joints here and these like tri-shaped pieces that they connected all the red leaves to. They made them gray, which I thought was an odd choice since all the branches are this tan or brown color. I don't know why they didn't just make the connectors in that same tan shade to really solidify the fact that this is supposed to be a tree and not Lego, right? So that part I thought was a slight miss. Now, to be fair to Lego, maybe they don't make those pieces in that color. I don't know. I'd have to ask my boy Sean from Britain Bricks, or even JDP Builds. He probably knows, but I just don't have that knowledge of Lego pieces and colors and such. But maybe Lego just doesn't make those parts in those colors. Seems odd to me, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate just a little bit here. Really liked all the part usage in this. The way they kept changing the angles. These little, I call these alphabet hats. These little guys right here, the way they come up and they crook off to the side, the way they use those, and then got different angles. And then obviously you've got these little, I don't actually know what these are called. But anyways, these axle connectors. They branch off like an actual tree branch, which was really cool. I liked it. I don't think I've ever actually seen this Y connector before. I've seen the straight connectors, but I've never seen the Y connector before, so I thought that was a neat addition. Maybe that's a new piece, or maybe I'm just that uneducated. Both options are very possible. But man, this thing looks really, really cool. I'll tell you another thing I really like. So one of the things, my daughter actually built the original bonsai by Lego. And one of the things that's kind of annoying about it, I get the idea behind it, but they just had you put a bunch of 1x1 studs in there to represent like the dirt. And while that is a cool idea, you know, I think I've come over, loose pieces are so obnoxious. So like if you move it and you just pick it up, they're likely to fall out. There's nothing falling out of this one. In fact, even these little tiny little pieces here, I guess I should have just kept the top camera up. They look like little pieces of moss. All this green tiling looks really, really great, like some grass or something. Man, I really love the way they captured the look in this. And I've never seen one in real life, so I don't know how accurate it is, but looking at the picture anyway, in the book, it looks pretty darn close. Now, I imagine they'd have to make a whole new Lego piece, which I don't see them doing, if they wanted to get these leaves dead on. But, oh man, even these little macaroni elbows, the way they use those coming off the sides to represent roots going down into the dirt, man. I will say, one of the oddities of this build was they kind of front-loaded bag one. English is hard. Bag one was heavy. Obviously, the base had a lot going on. I even liked that they put some little feet on the bottom. But bag one had a lot going on, but then bag two had a little bit, and then bags 3 through 6 were all kind of light. And so, you know, I know some people are going to build this and they're going to say, man, this was super repetitive and super boring. It was a bit repetitive once you got into building the leaf sections. I don't know how you really could have mixed that up and made it different and still keep this awesome look. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because at one point, you know, you finally get to the point where you actually just memorize the pattern and you don't even need to look at the instructions anymore. You can just build it and stick it on there. But so that's, you know, okay, is it a little bit boring? Sure. But does it make it easier to know if I made a mistake? Yes. The build process goes a little bit faster because, you know, you're not having to stop and look at the instructions every time. You know, I'm usually in agreement with the statement that it's not really about the destination, it's about the journey. Sometimes I think it's about the destination because, no, it wasn't the most exciting build of all time. But I did enjoy the build. It was nice to get in here and build something again. Like I said, I haven't built anything in a couple of weeks. And then also, I get this awesome, it looks so good. It looks so good. I love the oranges, the different shades of oranges, the reds. Everything blends so well. I'm just so happy with this set. So thank you again to JDP Builds for sponsoring this episode. I'm so thankful. I was so surprised when this showed up in the mail, and it just looks phenomenal. I really love it. It's going to go out there in the living room with our other bonsai, and I'm just so happy. I totally forgot about this little guy. Did you guys see this guy sitting on the edge of my table? I picked this up at a little gift shop the other day. This is my little surfing turtle buddy, and I've decided to name him Squish. You know, like Crush, but Squish, because he's a little guy. Okay, so there's something else I did want to do on this episode, since I think it's going to be relatively condensed anyway. Fingers crossed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I told you guys, I'm not stressing things. I'm just going to have fun, and hopefully you guys have fun too. So, I may have mentioned this in a different episode, but I can't remember. Your boy MC got a surprise recently, and I was super skeptical at first because I was like, why would anybody notice me? But I got a message, and long story short, let's just condense. I got picked up to be a Lumibrix affiliate, so I will be putting that link down in the description. I don't have a code at this time. Hopefully that comes in time, but right now all I have is the affiliate link. So if you're going to pick up some Lumibrix sets, please click on that link and help a brother out, because I got noticed by Lumibrix and I thought that was pretty awesome. They hit me up and asked me to be part of their KOC program. Or is it KOR? I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember what the letter, I gotta look it up. I don't remember what it stands for, but anyways, I thought it was cool, and I got this in the mail. They sent me a package. Now, I did open it ahead of time because, ooh, let me hide my address on here. Gosh, I don't know what's on this. Is my address on this stuff? It is. I'll have to blur this out. I opened it ahead of time because I thought this was a package from Walmart. I ordered something from Walmart that showed up the same day. I was expecting it, so I just went ahead and ripped it open. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's not what I ordered from Walmart at all. But Lumibrix sent me this beautiful set. They asked me what theme I really liked, which is really tough, by the way, for me. I am terrible at going, oh, this is my favorite anything. But of all their themes, I think the cyber punk is one of my top anyway. I don't like to say favorite. It's one of my top themes though. So got this beautiful little cyberpunk. What is this called? Does it have a name? So this is from when they were still Funhole. The same colors. Everything really is the same about Lumibrix. That was Funhole as far as I can tell, but this was back before they did the swap. But this is the Future Bus. So super excited for this. 605 pieces. This will be coming in the near future, but man, I just really wanted to finally say that on this channel and let you guys know, like, hey, MC is an affiliate with Lumibrix, and you guys can click on that link, and I don't know what it does exactly. I guess eventually I can build up some points with them or something. Anyways, I didn't ask a bunch of questions. They sent me the set and they sent me the link, and I was like, this is super cool. So I'm excited, and hopefully we get more cool stuff out of this. But again, I can't say enough. Please, I will put the link to JDP's channel. If you don't know who JDP Builds is, go check out his channel. Super awesome dude. He lives in Canada. He's a truck driver. He's just a super real dude. He's not out here trying to give you a bunch of fluff and pretend like he's the coolest guy on the planet. He is just trying to be himself, have fun building Lego or alternate bricks or whatever he chooses to do that day. His mocks, I really enjoy him. He's such a awesome guy, and I'm so thankful for this. So this is sponsored by him, and I'm super excited to have this in the collection. So thank you once again. Thank you guys for coming. I know I'm all over the place, but it's just where I am right now. So trying to get myself back in it, but it is what it is. Peeps, thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, And when you check out JDP builds, please, if you feel like he's somebody that moves you the way he moves me, do all the things for him. And also, please, do all the things for me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, holla!